quite a lot of leather they wear, so which is nice. And again, there's a lot of that around in the high street. So
look here. I mean, the girls, they are absolutely beautiful, and here we have recreated the look here. This is lovely. Where
this is Emma, and the top is from is actually from Sisley. Sorry, it's a vest top from Sisley. It's £24.99.
That's good.
And her skirt, which is a sort of dip dye, it's nylon actually. This one, which is from New Look, which is £25.99. And a little pair of shoes from Oasis, little leather shoes from Oasis, £29.99.
I do like that look. It's, I mean, perfect figure there, which obviously helps a lot.
I mean, but it is quite a good look for anybody. I mean, I don't think it's a hard look to wear at all. So, you know, the skirt is bias cut, which is great, so it's very flattering.
Thank you very much indeed. Our last look. Bewitched, the lovely girls Bewitched have done so well, and what they have done for denim. Look, they're always wearing denim.
Dark denim. I mean, it's indigo denim. They wear everything in denim, which is great. But I mean, there's lots of different things in denim that you can do. So they've been wearing the crop jeans. They also wear long skirts, the little jerkin jackets, and lots of layering as well. They're quite big fans of layering. So. Well,
let's have a look.
Yes, we've got Emily, who's recreated our Bewitched look here, and she's wearing the denim jacket, which is on top, is from New Look, which is £24.99, and then underneath she's got a little sleeveless top, which is from Inwear, which is £21.99. So that's your sort of layered look, and then stretch Kukai jeans
with pockets on the front.
Yeah, little pockets on the front, little bit of Velcro there, which is great, and they're very stretchy with a little detail down the bottom, as you can see on the turn-up. Little bit of it's really sweet little painting. And the girls always seem to wear trainers. Now these are Reebok trainers from Empire, which are £39.99. And there we go. I mean, she's perfect. Bewitched look.
I love that look. It's great, and I do like Bewitched. They're good fun to dance to.
Yeah,
so thank you for recreating that for us. A young look, but a good fun look. We like it.
Yeah,
thank you very much indeed, Doni. Now, if you were watching Jane McDonald earlier on, she gave out the address for all of you budding stars to write to. If you want to be on her show, it's your chance to be a star. There it is again, Star for a Night, PO Box 220, Manchester M61JZ. But do remember, make sure that you send a video or an audio tape and a photograph with your letter, and good luck. I hope to see you on the telly. Right, I shall be back tomorrow. Remember, it's the earlier time of 8:35. Matthew Wright will be here with the best on the telly for the weekend. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow.
Hi, today meet the guys who say they can lure any woman into bed. Now, their mates and their exes want to give them a few home truths. But hey, why are women falling at their feet? Don't know, find out 9:25. Over to the guys at This Morning.
Thanks a lot, Trish.
Morning.
They said Anita there had breast cancer. They removed the breast, but they'd mixed her up with someone else. Her awful story later. Plus, Jury and Claire is live.
If you can get down to the South Bank now, you're going to join our world record attempt, and Billy will be here live and win a holiday to Barbados. See you at 10:30.
See you.
Full steam ahead against tough creases. Rowenta creates the new P2 Professional Iron. With its outstanding performance, the stainless steel Air Glide sole plate gives a powerful shot of steam for perfect smoothness. The P2 Professional Iron from Rowenta. Visibly better.
Anchor free-range cows have suddenly gone all modern.
Oh, what a great start. Hang on, who's this? What a fantastic technique. Good heavens. Oh, my word.
Thoroughly modern Anchor So Soft is made with real Anchor butter. It's easy to spread, with a delicious taste you'll want to enjoy every day. Thoroughly modern Anchor So Soft, the real taste of butter every day.
Remember when your dad tried to impress his new girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, what an embarrassment. And he messed the barbecue up. As usual, I had to sort it out.
New Bird's Eye Chicken Char Grills, prepared with succulent chicken breast for an authentic, smoky char-grilled taste.
Of course, he thought he was brilliant.
Great minds think alike, eh, son?
Well, it was very tasty. And like his apron.
New Chicken Char Grills from Bird's Eye.
Why do Kellogg's Rice Krispies go snap, crackle and pop? Let's find out. Listen to those vitamins!
Here, that's iron!
Here's where the rice goes pop! Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Sounds like they're much more than snap.
Crackle.
And... pop!
What would you do if Britain's favourite brand of bread tasted even better?
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. Although a tear.
New Kingsmill Top Grade, even more of a fresh baked taste to make you smile.
With the money he saved on his car insurance from Norwich Union Direct, Tom treated Kate to a candlelit dinner. With the money she saved on her car insurance from Norwich Union Direct, Danny's mum bought him a personal stereo. Mike never got to spend the money he saved through Norwich Union Direct, but Serena did. Oh well, Mike, at least your car insurance is in good hands. You could treat yourself by saving money today through Norwich Union Direct. Call now on 0800 343433. That's 0800 343433.
Where in the world can you find a fragrance with the exotic sensuality of the East? New Oriental Blossom, captured for the Leno World Scents Collection.
The rescue heroes from Fisher-Price. Cool guys who are good guys and ready to save the world and look for the new police officer, astronaut, construction worker, and firefighter. The rescue heroes from Fisher-Price.
How do you add greater protection to decor in busy areas like halls? My tip is to choose a super fresco wall covering. Apply a clear, quick-drying varnish, and when it's dry, you've got a tough, washable finish that's more resistant to scrapes and knocks. Well hard.
At Currys, we've got the brand new Dysons. In fact, we've all the Dyson cleaners, all at Currys low prices. Currys, the choice for you.
Not looking your best. It could be your bed's fault if it's 10 years old or more. So buy a new bed where you see this sign.
Thomas the Tank Engine and friends are back with all new stories and songs. Happy holidays, out now on video.
Eggs, fast food and good for you. Look out for the lion.
Remember, if you're not good, you won't get any Angus swirls with your pudding.
Angus Swirls, now with a free Rugrats movie character.
I reckon it did.
Somerfield's Price Check has great Easter offers, like less than half price on frozen turkeys.
No, I don't think this turkey laid your Easter eggs.
This woman has just saved someone's life. Yesterday, she gave blood. Call 0345 711 711. Please.
On one side of the square, the Mitchell family. On the other side, the Butchers. The residents of Albert Square gather for the wedding of the year. But will it be wedded bliss for Peggy and Frank?
Come behind the scenes of EastEnders next week on GMTV.
Remember me? DCI Burnside. If you let Burnside lead you by the nose, he'll take you down the sewers.
Dodo, will you shut up?
Would you argue with DCI Burnside if he serves you the bill before dinner? You're going to regret trying to wind me up. The bill tonight at 8.
A 1 and 2, a 1 and 2, a 1 and 2.
Here
and
are some simple dance moves to hold your own in a discotheque.
For those who missed it first time round, disco is back. The Day Britain turned disco, tonight at 10 on ITV.
Thursday morning chat now with Trisha.
Now, if someone came up to you and asked, would you go to bed with me? What would you say? Well, today we'll meet Simon, the man who picks up women for pleasure, then dumps them at the drop of a hat. Now, we've arranged a little surprise for him. Sam, one of his many exes, wants to tell him exactly what she really thinks of him. Don't miss it. hi. Now, girls, if you knew a guy who kept a scorecard of the girls he bedded, would you fall for him? Well, this lot have made up their mind already, but before they do, let's find out from his friend Donna. Donna, we're talking about Simon. Explain the scorecard.
The scorecard, right, OK. Simon has got this list at work.
What, that?
Yep, which I've taken down. He doesn't know I've got it. He's got a list 1 to 200, right? It says, my mission in life, target 200. He wants to sleep with 200 women by the time he's 20.
So what's that
list? He's 18, and he's on 61. All
what's
the
that, the names? The
names. Yeah. Some of them got question marks because he didn't know their names.
So this guy must be, what, in his mid-50s? How old is he?
He's 18. And I found out this morning, from a friend, it's now gone up one because he slept with somebody else last night as well, so...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. So, what do you want to say to him?
Yeah, he's young, and he's, you know, he says, oh, I want to enjoy my life, I'm only here once, I don't get a second chance. Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's young, he's 18. But what I want to say to him is, the thing is, he doesn't use contraception at all. Not at all. Okay. His view is, if he has sex the night before and uses something, he hasn't enjoyed it as much. So if he goes out the next day and gets hit by a bus, he's not going to die happy.
Okay.
But if he has all these sexual relationships unprotected, he's enjoyed the sex, so if he gets HIV and dies or gets run over by a bus, at least he's going to die happy.
Let's hope that he's got more front than a well-known department store, and that's not what he really means. And I just want to say to you at home, if that's the way you think, you're very silly. I mean, we keep saying it, but the safe sex message is what counts. I mean, you've got to take care of yourself. And that's why you're concerned, isn't it, Donna? OK, well, let's see what Simon has to say for himself. Come on in, Simon.
Would you go to bed with me?
Simon, the list.
The list?
The list. Did you know we had the list?
I did not know she was going to bring that.
But is that for real?
Yeah, look. It's real.
Is that really your mission in life?
It's not my ambition, but it's a target, isn't it? Set yourself goals and reach them.
OK, we're going to come to the safe sex thing in a minute.
Yeah.
But what are women to you? What do they mean?
Nothing, basically.
What do you mean nothing?
That's exactly it.
What do you mean nothing?
Eh? Pardon?
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing, well...
You've got no respect.
No respect, that's it, no respect from women. Only some. Oh, Donna here.
So some women are worthy of respect, but the rest what?
Well, don't really know.
OK. So what you say your mission is in life, or one of your missions in life, is to get to 200 women by I don't know what time?
20.
By the age of 20?
Yeah.
OK. So what do you do? Where do you find these women? Do you go out looking for women?
I go out and have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't go out every night looking for a woman.
You don't?
But, no, I don't go out looking for women.
The thing is, they do come to him.
They come to you?
He's actually is that everyone, you know, the girls he goes for are younger than him. And the way they see him is he's sweet, he's cute, but he's not like that.
So what are these girls like, then, that go for him? For you?
Very small, petite, blonde, very young.
Small, petite blondes, be careful. OK. Yes, over there.
Well, I was just wondering that, did you realise that actually to get respect for yourself, you have to earn it?
Yeah.
I don't treat them bad.
I do not treat women bad.
You don't treat them bad?
You do sometimes.
Sometimes. That's when the job's been done. No.
But you just said that you don't
what do you mean you don't treat them bad? When you have... What do? You go
when I meet him, I'm always nice to him.
He's nice until he gets what he wants.
Yeah,
and then what?
Don't even bother. Don't even want to see him again.
So, OK. Now, a lot of us, our mums, didn't they, girls? When our mum said to us, you go with a guy, you do this, they won't want you anymore. You know, will you still love me in the morning? This guy says it's true. You're saying it's true?
Some of us are not love me.
Yes, madam.
Sorry, did you say you went for small, petite blondes?
Not always.
Not always.
No.
But could I say small, petite blondes with very bad taste?
Oh, it's their choice, isn't it?
Their choice. OK, yes.
Simon, do you actually have any feelings for these girls at all? Don't
don't you ever want to be in a nice, steady relationship with someone that makes you happy?
I've tried that, but I cheated on her.
Oh, well, so you didn't try it?
What?
Didn't try hard enough.
Didn't try hard enough. But it's when I'm with my mates I'm at my most dangerous. Because
it's your mate's fault now. So have you ever been in love? That's a good question, thanks. Have you ever been in love?
I don't know what love is, so I can't say I've been in love.
Well, you haven't given yourself a chance. How long do you go out with these girls?
I had an on-off relationship for nearly a year.
Right, but all the other girls that you meet, the ones on your list, how long do you go out with them?
Them ones,
them
2 weeks.
Ones. 2 weeks. 2
if
weeks.
they're lucky.
So how are you going to get towards... See how...
Told you he's not sweet and innocent. He's
not
cocky.
sweet, yes.
Right, can I just say, you want to wipe that smug off your face, because it's men like you who put males to shame.
I'd just like to say, I think I speak for all the women in the studio and all the women over England that are watching this. That's going to be the last person on your list right now.
There'll always be another notch on my list.
Simon, you're getting a hard time. Does it make you wonder why you're getting a hard time?
No, I don't care.
You don't
do
care?
what I do. I ain't,
So what's a woman? What's an ideal?
So why have these people got a problem with it?
Okay, so what are these women... Are they women or girls that you're going out?
Some are women, some aren't.
Some are women, some
are like, no, between 18 and 20, some are 20 and above.
Okay, do you care about them?
Not really.
So, okay, you don't really care about them. Well, Simon, look, it sounds like you've left a bit of a trail of broken hearts all over the place. Is that like how you see it?
Trisha, can I just say something?
Yeah.
I understand why the audience are giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
But what I'm here today to say is, if that's what he wants to do, if that's what you want to do, then go for it. Like you said, you're only young, but you've got to protect yourself and you've got to protect the girls.
That's true. That's it. Okay. All right, well, look, we've been doing a bit of digging, I've got to be honest with you, and we've got a little surprise for you. One of your exes is here. OK, let's have her in. Come on in. This is Sam.
I was expecting another one.
Sam, how do you feel about that? What do you want to say to him? What did you go through?
Hell. You need to start respecting women with a little bit more respect. You really do.
So what did you go through, Sam? What happened to you?
Well, to begin with, I'll give him... He was nice. He was nice to me to begin with.
Yeah.
But then he got what he wanted and basically didn't bother talking to me, avoided me, got off with someone in front of me in the club, then went and got off with someone else.
You saw this?
Yeah.
You saw him with someone else?
You come back for more, didn't you? Did you?
Yeah, I might have done, but I was stupid, and I know it's your loss now, mate, not mine.
I'm all right.
So, so how did it make you feel when you see him off with some other girl?
Very upset and hurt.
Really upset.
Was.
So
you got off with 3 of my friends, didn't you?
Was I with you at the time?
Was I with you anyway?
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you want to say to him today?
You just got to start considering other people's feelings, because one day you are going to fall in love and they're going to do what you've done to everyone else, and I want to be there to see it.
Then what happened?
Simon, what do you say to the well-known, you know, saying that what goes around comes around? Yeah. What you do to other people is like a boomerang life. It comes right back and it gets you when you're least expecting it. So what are you setting yourself up for in the future, do you think?
Oh, a broken heart, man.
A broken heart?
Probably. But
does
it might not happen, it might happen. That's life. You don't know what's going to go on in the future, do you?
So has anything come out of having all these relationships? I mean, one part is sexually transmitted diseases. Another part is children along the way.
Got one.
When did you find out about this?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
And he's 14 weeks old.
And how do you feel about that?
Oh, I was shocked.
Yeah?
I had a heavy night drinking on it, and...
He was going to be a responsible dad. Donna, I'm going to change, I'm going to be a responsible dad, that's it, no more messing around. 5 minutes later, he was off with some other girl.
So how often have you seen this baby?
I'll see him on my every day off.
On every day off?
Yeah.
So how many times are you talking about? Half a dozen times?
I've seen him 4 times now.
4 times?
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So you realise that you've been responsible for creating a human life in this world, someone who's going to be around on this planet for 80 years, who's going to need guidance from a male figure, who is going to imitate that male figure. What do you think about your life now?
I'll tell him what I've done. I'll tell him what I've done wrong. But he has to make his own decision. It's a bloke. But if it was a woman, if a woman was doing what I was doing, it's different.
What do you mean? Explain that. If you had a little girl and she followed in your footsteps, it's different how?
Because, if it's my little girl, I couldn't exactly say much. I couldn't say you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, but why is it different for a woman?
Because they get called tarts, and that's just between women call them tarts.
You're the biggest tart I know.
Yeah, I'm the biggest tart. My mates don't say that. They say, yeah,
well done, Simon.
Well done. Well, look at that. No, she's lovely, she's lovely.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they go, oh, what are you doing with her? And I'm like, oh, I'm a bit drunk, you know?
Right, OK, yes. Yeah, oh, you be careful, because you seem to be a small, petite, blonde.
Yeah, I was looking out for that. Can I just say to Simon, I think it's time you got your act together, because if you keep treating women like a piece of dirt, no one is even going to want you for a one-night stand, let alone a steady relationship.
I just wanted to know what your mum and dad thought of what you was doing. Do they know what you're doing?
Yeah, Nan and Granddad know, because I used to live with my Nan and Granddad, mum and Dad.
And so what did your Nan think about that?
My Nan goes, oh, it makes me sick with all these women you get in your bed.
I'm 10 years older than you, and 10 years on, you'll probably be regretting what you're doing now.
Yeah, I might be.
Got little.
If he carries on like he is, he's going to have like 10 little boys running around.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. And I've got to say, I mean, the reality of it is, in a fair world, if you had 10 little boys running around, you'd be working 6 jobs to be paying for them, because there's a financial end to all this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're there for your little boy financially?
Yeah, of course I am.
Good. OK, yes, stand up for me. Thanks.
How would you feel if someone done that to you?
I haven't come across it yet. I probably wouldn't like it, but I've encountered something like this with this bird I was with for a year.
Yeah.
And
do you know why people went like that?
What? Because they're called birds.
Yeah. Woman.
Yeah. And she was with my friends, which I did not like, because I was like this girl.
Right.
But
you cared about her, did you?
Yeah. And she was with my friends. I didn't like that. But
right. Had you cheated on her?
Yeah, I cheated on her.
So it came back to get you?
But I didn't cheat on her. I just didn't like her. I don't like any of my women I've been with one of my friends.
Any of your women that you've been with going with your friends?
Yeah.
This sounds like property, though.
I don't know. They're not my property, but I don't like it when they're with other people.
But you don't mind doing it to them?
No.
Right, OK. Yeah.
As you say, you've already got a kid at the moment, but a lot of pregnancies happen even when contraception's used, so it's guaranteed that it may happen again. So what are you going to do if you
stop having sex?
Well, no, but you should either use contraception or just cut down a bit. I don't think that's right.
Go to the gym, honey.
Do some sport. That's not the way to do it.
I think sex is the best form of exercise. It's medically proven. I played sport, I was fit enough to join the army, and I didn't.
Yeah,
so,
but go right, because it was all male, I suppose.
I think my mum wanted me to hit the army, get rid of me.
Yeah, but what about, I mean, can I ask you, what about love and intimacy, about the highs you get when you've been with someone for a long while, and the excitement, the talk, you know, all of that sort of thing, I don't know, just looking at each other and being sexy with your eye, it's stuff you've probably never discovered in 2 weeks.
I do it for about 2 weeks. Then I get bored. Like, she knows, I'll tell her everything. I get bored.
Done that to me.
You get bored?
Yeah.
2 weeks out.
So you never get to the next stage. So there's a whole part of life you've missed out on.
Well, I'm only 18. I'm still growing up. I might come across it later.
Well, let's hope you do. Yes, sir. You stand up for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
May I ask the two girls, why are you bothering with this piece of vermin?
Whoa, there's a heavy
They know what I'm really like.
Because at the end of the day, he is my friend. And I think a lot of him.
He's a nice bloke as a friend, but as a boyfriend, he's a piece of dirt. He really is.
But Sam, let me ask Sam, if you had the chance to go out with him again, if he asked you out again tomorrow, would you?
No, not known after what he does. I wouldn't now.
And why are you shaking your head, son?
I need one, because I treat her badly.
So you know you burnt your bridges there? Yeah, OK, yes.
Simon, do you not now worry that, now you say you've got a young baby, do you not worry that if you carry on having sex without contraception, you might not live to see the baby grow up?
Yeah, of course I worry, but it happens.
What happens? What about condoms?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't, that's why I got a kid.
Okay, so can you start taking responsibilities? That young lady said. Okay, if you can't think about yourself, what about the girls that you're with? You know, I mean.
If they ask me, I will.
No. How about you being the man? How about you being the man? How about
it's
it
an
coming from
equality
you?
world, mate.
Here you go. 1 packet of condoms. Be the man. Yes.
Be chewing.
You say that it's medically proven that sex is good for you. Well, I mean, it's medically proven that you've got STDs and everything. Do you not think about that?
Of course I do. But
he's going to think about it now. He's got a packet. That packet's got to be used
and
up.
You said that, you know, you don't...
Tomorrow night.
You're not cruel to the...
What's that?
Tomorrow night, use them up.
You're going to use them?
Yeah, I will now. I've got a baby. I'm thinking, don't want another one at the moment. So I sometimes, or most of the time, nearly, always use a condom.
Well, now you can always use a condom.
Yeah, well, don't know.
Sorry?
I will. I'll try. I'll try.
You'll try? OK, thank you. OK. Thanks. Yes?
Have you ever thought about your family and all this? About them walking down the street and them saying, oh, that's like your mother, for instance, that's your son going down the road, he sleeps with every bird. Have you ever thought about that?
Do you get a reputation?
Your mum is getting a reputation for your mistakes. Have you ever thought about that in your family? Because I don't think you have, no. But you don't think about other people, do you? You think about yourself.
Half the girls I've never seen before, so how's my family going to see them?
Yeah, but other people are going to find out, aren't they? And they're going to walk down the road thinking of it, aren't they?
Right.
Yeah. OK. We've got a friend of yours we're going to bring on in a minute. I just want to take another question. Yes?
You seem to treat women like objects, and you've obviously got a lack of disrespect for them. I think you need to get some responsibilities in your life, because speaking as a woman, none of us are going to want you, and none of us are even going to want to break your heart after this.
You're all saying the same. Everyone's saying you've got no respect, but I know that.
Well, then maybe the message should start getting through to you after this. You should get out, get some responsibilities, because it won't just be a kid that you end up with. You're going to end up with an STD, AIDS or HIV, then you won't be so clever about it, will you?
Does someone else just say that?
You made the point that a lot of women, a lot of girls, a lot of people here are saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So doesn't it make you think, well, hang on...
If all these people have told me, I've heard it all the time, don't I?
You do hear it all the time?
Yeah, all the time.
But I guess you don't hear that from your mates. You get the G'ing up. Come on, come on.
No, I don't get G'd up. They know what I'm like anyway. I don't need no edging, no G'ing up.
But you seriously never think about this? Not at all, ever? Not if you see a girl crying or you hear from Sam how upset she's been, you just...
He hates it when a girl cries.
Yeah, I can't do a girl's
If a girl phones him up and she's crying, he passes the phone to his mate, talk to her. She's crying, can't handle that.
So you don't like anything soft, anything feminine?
No.
So what's your definition of a real man?
I have no idea. Someone who looks after his family.
Someone who looks after his family?
Yeah.
So are you a real man?
I haven't got a family at the moment. Only my blood family.
You have got a family?
Only my blood family, which...
You're a little boy, his blood family.
Yeah, but I don't... It's only hands... It's not hands-on at the moment.
It's not hands-on at the moment. OK, well, look,
but
Simon...
I do look after him.
Yeah.
I do, like, take care of him, buy him things, but, you know, I only see him twice a week at the moment.
OK.
And I can't look after him on my own because I ain't got a first clue about babies.
Well, maybe you're going to have to start learning quick if you carry on the way you're going. OK, Simon, well, look, you've got a friend who says he knows exactly where you're coming from. Please welcome Hayden. Hayden, is he getting a hard time from us?
I think so.
Why? What's your spin on this?
Well, you don't actually see what happens in the pub where we both work, so...
What happens?
Well, a lot of the time the girls are actually going up to him, to be honest.
Knowing what I'm like.
So, knowing what he's like.
I don't ever lie to him. I don't never lie to him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That's what I said.
A lot of them are actually friends with girls who he's already been with, and they still go for him. So as far as I'm concerned, if they know what he's like, then that's their problem. If they want to be with him and they know what he's like and they get rejected, then it's up to them, eh?
OK, so you're saying these girls are virtually asking for it because they come to Simon?
But he's got to use protection. He's got to use protection. That's all I'm asking him.
Do you agree he's got to use protection, Hayden?
Yeah, I think he does, eh? Because, I mean, it's not only his own life that he's putting at stake.
Exactly.
I mean, it's other people, but... I mean, it's not just him who has to make that decision. It's also the girls who he's with.
True.
But a lot of them are young and naive.
No, naive's got nothing to do with it because
You're young and naive.
You get sex education at school.
You're young and naive. Since when?
So what is it, do you think, that attracts girls to Simon?
He's got a very outgoing sort of personality, you know. people seem to be drawn to him somehow. I don't know what it is, but you know, a lot of people do just start talking to him, and
a lot of girls.
He's very friendly. Yeah, he's a friendly person. You know, he's not. Doesn't have a bad heart. You know.
He doesn't have. But how do you? Are you ever selective about what girls you will go out with and what girls you won't, Simon?
Yeah.
How? Well, Hayden, how does he? Is he?
Sometimes.
Some of them are. Some of them are a bit dodgy, but.
I'm not going to ask you what bit dodgy are. You mean his selection processes are brilliant?
But I think maybe that's after a few beers, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The vision's not so good, but.
Vision is blurred.
Yes. I don't need glasses, don't I?
Right. I'd like to direct this to the ex-girlfriend. Okay.
Sam.
Sam. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Yeah.
Now you said he should respect women more.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you not respect yourself enough to make him use protection? At the end of the day, we can blame the man all we like, but us women are just as capable of telling him.
That's
no.
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do agree.
What makes you so special from any other male sitting in the studio?
I'd say I'm not good looking. I don't think I'm good looking.
But
it's like Hayden said, it's my personality.
It's your personality.
That's what I reckon.
You haven't got a personality.
You
haven't got. You see, hang on.
You don't know me. To me, I don't
So
know you.
you're
I ain't
saying in
gonna say
a
you ain't got
bar,
personality.
you don't care what other people think. You've come here and you're stating, I can get any girl I want.
I
I
haven't
can
said
go and
that.
lay
I haven't
her.
said that.
No,
Are you giving that impression?
I don't use lines, I don't go out pulling.
No,
Okay,
don't do that.
okay. Is it different when you're in the bar and you're in the pub and or whatever and you've got the schmooze and what have you? Is it like that, Sam?
No, the thing that attracted me to him is the fact he's got a cute face, and there's something about him that attracts you. You think, oh, look at him, he's really cute and everything. And he is, well, he's got a good personality when you know him.
Right.
He's a laugh to be with and everything.
Yeah, I'm not
But you said before you wouldn't have him back.
No, I wouldn't have him back.
As a boyfriend,
No,
girlfriend?
I mean, yeah, I'll be mates with him and everything again. But he just needs to start thinking about other people's feelings
So are
because
you in
he
a small
upsets
class?
a lot of people.
Are you in a small area, a small town?
No, not really.
No, I haven't seen him for 4 months now, so it's...
But did you ever go back with him, or when it was finished, it was finished? You didn't want to know. You walked away.
Well, we had one kiss again afterwards, but because that was me being foolish and stupid.
You think you were being foolish and stupid?
Yeah, that's why I think Simon shouldn't be getting all the flack here, because
it takes two to tango.
It does. And when the girls know what he's like and they still go with him, then that's their choice, isn't it?
Yeah, but are they too young to know? Yes.
No.
I'd like
a small petite blonde again. Oh, I worry for you. Go on.
I'd like to ask Simon if he's actually planning to be around when his kid's growing up, or are you going to be off sleeping with other women?
I'll be me. I'll do what I do. I'm only aging to 20. When I'm 20 to reach 200, then I might start growing up. I might not. I might not even reach 200. You know?
Well, don't you think 18 is about, you're an adult? Don't you think it's about time you started growing up now?
No, you're not. I'm just legally allowed to drink, so I'm just getting into that.
Oh boy. Yes. Thank you. Next question.
We're all knocking the young girls that are supposedly sleeping with you, but they're only going with you because they know you're an easy lay.
That's another way of looking at it.
That's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, so-
Because that's all I'm after, right? It's easier that way. I won't have girls crying on my shoulder, will I? Which I don't want at this moment in time.
So it takes
easy, that's fine.
To be honest, I think most of the girls actually want exactly the same thing as Simon, and that's why they go with him. Because
okay, so as long as it's safe, as long as people know what they're getting them into, and are you straight with them? Can you be straight with them and say right from the front, this isn't a long-lasting relationship, this is all about...
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes, so maybe you should be...
Sometimes I might lead them on, because I might think, I might get none here.
Okay, now you...
have to lie, but I love you, yeah.
Okay, so now I want to hear you promise that from now on, every single time, it's going to be safe sex.
Yeah.
Okay, you've done that on national television.
That's all right.
Okay. I'm going to suggest to you that a lot of those girls who are going to be coming up to you in a pub will have seen this show. Have you thought about that? Autographs?
That's what I wanted. That is what I wanted.
That's what you wanted? You wanted to warn the world? Yeah. Cheaper than a wanted poster?
Yep.
OK, last word to you, sir. Come stand up. He's got to be stunning, these words.
Yeah, I'd just like to know if he knows how to put a condom on or not.
You can show him after the show. Thank you. Good question. All right, well, look. OK, he'll have to learn fast. Yeah, if you're a good friend, Hayden, you'll help him out there. Well, you have got to learn. learn. You've got to learn about these things. I'm being serious. Well, from a man who always seems to be saying, would you go to bed with me, to a woman who says she wishes her partner would lay off saying, would you go to bed with me? Tell us more, Mandy.
Trisha, I just need a little bit more TLC instead of making the earth move all the time.
All right, well, don't you move, because we'll be back in just a few minutes, so don't miss it.
Velcro, clothes pegs, light bulbs, razors. Having gloves.
With more Easter eggs at Woolworths than anywhere else, you might forget what you went in for.
I'll get the hot cross buns out in the oven.
Having gloves.
Don't forget what you went in for.
This is the Corrs with the brilliant special edition of Talk On Corners, including the hits Dreams, So Young, and What Can I Do?
What can I do to make you love me?
And their stunning new single, Runaway.
I have run away.
The Corrs Talk On Corners special edition, out now.
Run away, yeah, yeah.
At Curry's, we've got the brand new Dysons. In fact, we've all the Dyson cleaners, all at Curry's low prices. Curry's, the choice for you.
With more Easter eggs than anyone else.
Hello, put your back in it.
Can opener. You might forget what you went in for.
What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you.
I reckon it did.
Somerfield's Price Check has great Easter offers, like less than half price on frozen turkeys.
No, I don't think this turkey laid your Easter eggs.
With the buy one, get one free offer on Ladybird t-shirts.
Bath plug.
You might forget what you went in for.
Old El Paso turns an ordinary meal into something really special. So, if you think of authentic Mexican taste, think Old El Paso. Old El Paso. Fun comes in yellow boxes.
B&Q is keeping down the cost of gardening.
These full-size growing bags are still only 99p each. You get brilliant value when you B&Q it.
We need a lampshade.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, seen these?
Nice. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about over here? What are you looking at?
That dog. Lampshade.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget what you went in for.
Do you know someone who is so possessive that it is driving you away? Perhaps your partner, friend, parents or kids are trying to control you and you feel you don't have a life of your own anymore. Or maybe you are possessive with your partner, friend or relative. Do you find it difficult to trust them or just want to protect them? Are you scared that your behaviour is out of control? Perhaps you are on the verge of splitting up with your partner because they are trying to rule your life or want to tell your mum or dad to let you get on with your life. Well, if you think you've got a good reason to be possessive, or if you want to tell someone in your life they're being too overbearing and it's got to stop, call me now. The number's 0891 11 11 64. That's Trisha, 0891 11 11 64. hello, welcome back. Now, when your partner says, would you go to bed with me, is it passion or compassion that you need? Let's hear from Mandy. So, Mandy, what is the problem between you and your husband, Brian?
Well, let's put it this way. He doesn't hold a lot of, you know, he's very impatient. He's very, he doesn't tend to understand. You know, if a woman just is tired or is just going through, you know, went through so much emotional roller coasters, where she gets to a point she thinks, well, I'm sorry, but I need a break, lay off, just try and understand a little bit more.
OK, let's back up. So the she in this case is you?
Yeah.
And you've been through what? You've been through what? Tell us.
Oh, gosh.
You've had a tough time.
I have. I've had, like, a stroke 4 years ago.
Right. Got a lot of health problems.
It's left me with, like, problems with antibodies in my blood and things like that. I've had a few miscarriages.
Yeah.
We've tried twice last year, and both times we lost the baby. Yeah.
So that's really tough on both of you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I understand it's hard for him too.
Yeah.
But he tends to think, well, that's over now. You've had a week to get over it. You've come out the hospital. You should be better now, so let's get it on. Let's, you know.
And maybe
not
this
as simple as that,
but maybe this is a case of women see things from one point of view and guys see it from another point of view, and getting those two points of view together is often very difficult.
That's it, yeah.
OK, I think it's time we meet Brian, and we'll start talking from here, yeah?
OK.
Let's meet Brian, yeah. So, Brian, we were hearing Mandy's been through...
Trauma, yeah.
A lot of trauma. What are things like from your point of view?
Well, I know what she's been through, but it doesn't mean I ain't been through either.
So you're saying well, that's what we were saying before, both of you have been through
Well, yeah, it takes two to tango, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
What she's been through, I don't show it. You know, I'm quite strong that way. I don't show my feelings.
Or guys show them in different ways?
It's different than a woman, as far as I'm concerned. You know, a woman's feelings are more subtle. I mean, with a bloke, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So what, do you argue, or how do you get this out of your system? Do you sit down and talk about it?
Well, we argue a lot. I mean, we don't now. We used to argue, like, about little things. I mean, now we don't.
But is there something specific that you used to argue about, or that comes up time and time again?
Sex, yeah.
Sex?
Yeah, that's
so let's hear you both,
issue.
the different views. Mandy, why is it a problem from your point of view?
Well...
So if Brian says, what does he say? I don't know. How about it? I don't know. What do guys say?
Well, he'll phone me from work and he'll say, oh, you up for it tonight, you know, and, you know, I'll come in, have my tea, get up there, get to bed, you know, are we, yeah.
And Brian, what is the answer you get when you give this romantic point of view? Sorry, what answer do you get?
Oh, yeah, but when I get home, it's no.
We'll say.
Why does a bloke strop it? If you get the answer, yeah.
Yeah.
And when you get into bed, it's no.
No, some of the
That's
time...
just to shut you up at the time, though.
But
yeah.
half the time I'm not...
Some of the time...
Shut up.
A lot of the time it'll be, well, come on, Brian, you know, you're talking 7 hours, you know, this is tea time. You're not in from work till something like 11:15 at night.
Right.
You know, see how I'm feeling. You know, if I'm really tired, like I have been lately, through my health, I'm really, you know, a lot of the time I'm absolutely knackered.
Yeah.
And I might feel like it, you know, 5 hours before I might feel okay.
Yeah.
But then at the time I might think, well, oh, I'm sorry, Brian, but I'm shattered. But he doesn't understand that. He tends to,
do you
come
understand
on, what's
that?
the problem?
Do you understand that, Brian?
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's other bits and bobs what niggle me as well. I mean, it's like she'll go round her mate. I'm only going round my mates for half hour.
Yeah.
4 hours later, and she's still not back. I mean, that really gets to me.
Yeah.
It rattles me cage, you know, and I think, what the...
So do you expect her to be there when you come home? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I expect me to on the table if I'm...
Definitely.
You do?
Well, yeah, she wants to live in the 19th century. I don't see why...
What do you mean, they're living in the 19th
well,
century?
women's living around with Manda. I mean,
really?
Well,
what do you mean by that? What?
Well...
What would a woman's live woman do that Mandy doesn't do?
Well, work.
Go to work,
But can you have babies and work at the same time?
Well,
No.
you've got the choice to be able to do that.
That's
I'd like to
right.
think women's
You've
live
got-
was
yeah,
all about having the choice.
That's exactly my opinion as well. But
Okay.
if Mandy's turning round to me and saying, well, a bloke should go out and earn his on his crust, and the woman should stay at home, do the housekeeping, make babies, and met the two for you to come home, do it.
Including the... So how do you see it, Mandy? What about, you know, why is it you go off the idea of sex at the last minute?
Generally, I think at the moment he tends to take it personal. He thinks it's him, it's to do with him, I've gone off him.
But what is it
but
about?
It's not, it's about...
It's because I'm not a super stud like that bloke, ain't I?
Would you really want to...
Because I'm young, I'm not tired. I've been through... I mean, OK, we've been through that much together.
Yeah.
But then his body hasn't took the knocks, my body's took the knocks. So physically, it's going to show sometime.
So would you rather hugs? Is that what you're saying? Hugs and kisses?
Oh, yeah. I thrive on affection. Don't get a lot of it, but, you know.
Well, that's what I think men see affection as being sexual in a way, and women prefer to have someone there to comfort them and tell them, wow, everything's so nice and everything like that, you know, but...
Sex is just part of a relationship.
Exactly, and that's... I think that's what
I mean,
maybe
fair enough, I do hug and kiss, and we do things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say I don't.
Brian
hug and kiss you and everything like that.
sex is the be-all and end-all. Honestly, he really believes that.
Do you?
It's number one on his list of priorities, definitely.
Well, why isn't?
Definitely.
So, Brian, how many times a week should a couple be having sex, as far as you're concerned?
2 or 3 times. It's not bad.
It's like, it kind of like a repeated record and you think, oh, not again.
But do you see it as your...
Not again,
But
please.
then you have to do something about that, surely.
Eager, man.
Yeah, if you're physically fit.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, but
after
there are ways.
He's wearing a go-kart, isn't he?
But Mandy, is it the case, it sounds a bit like you, it sounds like you see it as, you know, duty to king and country, or is this love? I mean, what is it for you? How do you see it? Is it so, you said, oh, no, not again. Is it another chore after washing the dishes and cleaning the floor, or is it something more than that?
No, it should be something that a couple both feel that they both want to do at the time. I don't think the pressure should be put on me.
So how many times a week do you feel you should be having sex?
I'd say the same as Brian, in a relationship where there hasn't been physical happenings that are going to affect...
But in your relationship as it is now?
2 or 3 times.
As it is now?
Yeah, as your relationship is now, how many times a week, having sex, how many times a week would be good for you? Or a month?
Probably
I would say once a week, yeah.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Is it because you're frightened of getting pregnant?
Yeah.
But we're taking contraceptives.
Yeah,
I got some.
So we're...
No, you keep on.
You need them.
You hang on to them. You need every single one of them.
You need some, you do.
Yeah.
No.
OK, needs one putting on his head sometimes. Simon,
well, it's better that way anyway.
Yes.
How long have you been together?
Nearly 3 years now.
3 years,
if your relationship's that strong, I think you ought to compromise together, not
give
be
it
one-sided.
Because
you know, it's
about giving.
You have to,
It's part of being lovers, eh?
Yeah, but it takes 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, if I come home from work and she stays round the mates till 9 o'clock on the night and I don't see her for 7 hours, there's a big difference.
You need to sort of compromise.
Yeah.
I mean,
But what do you think about, sometimes they say that for a woman you need 24-hour foreplay, which isn't being nice, maybe, you know, being romantic and things like that?
Well, yeah, they like a bit of love, women do.
Yeah, we do.
But I do that.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
You're lying.
No. No.
Someone's Day, where did I take you?
No. That was, that was beautiful, but that was once in a blue moon.
Wow.
No, if, you know, you go to bed, you do your thing day to day.
Yeah.
You know, you comes home from work, you know, you go to bed. And if it's a case of, oh, I'm sorry, Bri, but, you know, I'm really shattered.
Yeah.
You know, or I ain't been feeling great today.
Yeah.
He'll all right, you know.
Yeah, but when that's me,
he doesn't want to know.
She strops it.
If it was an hour of foreplay and then the sex, he'd be up for it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Of course, anyone would.
OK.
So you guys, when it's me,
yeah.
You know, if she can knock me up in 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you know, and say, well, come on, let's have a bit, I don't feel up to it. It's...
No,
you know, but
so it does happen the other way around.
So she stops it then. So I mean, as far as like,
so is it a case that, and it often happens that a guy or one partner might feel like it at one time of the night and the woman feel like it at another time of the night?
I see.
So it's like negotiations more tender than those the UN's going through. Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say is, you come home late from work and you're tired. Sorry, she's tired. Do you get a day off in the week?
Who, me?
Yes, Brian.
No.
Yeah, you don't. I was going to say, what about some passion in the afternoon?
Some passion in the afternoon. I wish I could
if you
get
have a day
some.
off.
He'll get awkward then, and he won't want it then. Is it, you know?
I don't think
Man's got to take it when he can get it, really.
What about, you know, in the early days of a relationship when you romance each other, what about going back to wooing and romancing each other?
That'd be lovely.
Would it be lovely? What would you like? Come on, your dream date.
Get married.
To get just whisked away by him, just out the blue.
Whisked away to
Whisk
where?
me away somewhere different, somewhere, you know. It doesn't have to be
It comes down
anywhere.
to Dosh at the end of the day, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Well, it could be a tent in the woods, couldn't it?
It could be a bus journey to Telford or
I mean, if that's
something.
not romantic,
You know, initiative.
I've took her to a hotel, Valentine's.
And did
so,
that
I mean,
work?
if that's not romantic,
Yeah, that was lovely.
champagne and everything. If that's not romantic,
I bought the champagne.
It doesn't matter. I brought everything else. The meal, the hotel.
Have you ever thought when she says that she's going to her mates and knows she spends half an hour, that she ends up spending
But she
4
never
hours because
spends.
she knows that when she comes home, she's got to face you and you've only got a one-tracked mind? Have you ever thought of that?
My one-track mind's not just sex.
Yeah.
If I come home from work and I'm absolutely knackered, I expect my tea on the table. I don't expect to make it myself.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, but if she says no, then she says no, and obviously no's not in your
Yeah, but
dictionary
if he says
sometimes.
only 2 to 3 times a week, surely that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's saying 6 every
I'm not
5
saying
minutes.
don't go and see your mates. I'm saying if you tell me half
No,
hour,
let's speak, let's speak.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry, but when a woman tries to speak, I think you should let her speak.
Okay. We've got different points of view here. Yes.
I think it's just jealous.
Is it Brian?
Okay, yeah.
Brian,
You're the one who's rude.
I just
Okay,
think you
hang on,
should
let's
just give us some good old-fashioned, tender, loving care.
Yeah.
That's all she needs.
Okay. So, let me get this right. Let me get this right. Mandy, both of you agree. When, as you said, it comes down to Dosh. So if you could get whisked away to somewhere lovely and what have you, a hotel, champagne, you know, all of that sort of thing, you would go for it. You'd go for it. And what, Mandy, would you have a romantic time? Would you feel in the mood there?
More so, because then I know he's made that...
win, is
No,
there?
because he's made that effort. He's made that effort to show me, to give me that in appreciation of it. He's saying to me...
But if you won a trip to, let's say, Paris a weekend with champagne and a lovely hotel, would you feel, you know, maybe a negligee, kissing underneath the...
Definitely.
You know, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, both of you?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Both of you. So there'd be the passion, it would be full on.
Yeah, of course there would, because
maybe she don't
know
want to
In other words, what you're saying is you have to have money before you get passionate.
Okay, no, hang on.
thinking about it all
Let me tell you
day.
what I'm going to say. Let me tell you what you're going to say. So we've ascertained if you had a weekend, say somewhere like Paris, the champagne, the hotel, the romance for the weekend, you two would really get your relationship together. Maybe you get a bit of time, some passion. Yeah, Mandy?
yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well, we're going to give you that. The Trisha show's going to do that. But we want the photo. No. No, we're wrong. No, the kisses, the romantic photos. The romantic photos. You are worried, aren't you? No, but seriously, the romantic photos. I mean, you should really have a good time because if you've got those romantic photos, you send us a postcard.
No problem.
Well, no, I don't want you to spend that time writing a postcard. You've got better time to spend it. But
I'll get
seriously,
Mandy to write it.
she'll be too busy, huh? Okay, but seriously, I mean, you'll have those pictures to look back on and to remind you of that. So a weekend in Paris, bottle of champagne, nice hotel, rekindle the romance. You reckon you can do that?
Yeah, no problem.
Can you guys shake, kiss, or whatever you want to do on it?
We go backstage for
All right, listen. Mandy and Brian have some mutual friends, and they've seen, I guess they've seen the both sides. They've been through a bit of thick and thin with you two, so let's hear what they've got to say. Please welcome Paula and Lee. So, Paula and Lee, what are they... You've heard what's going to happen in the future, but what have they been like up until now? Paula, what do you...
I think Brian is a caveman. A caveman in his ways.
What do you mean, a caveman?
He wants his dinner there and he wants her to be upstairs.
Ah.
And it don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
Lee, you must see it from Brian's point of view, do you? What do you see?
I find it very possessive towards him.
Who? Mandy,
yeah.
In what way?
It's like the girls go out on a Friday night.
Yeah.
They go downtown where the disco's on, whatever.
Yeah.
Then, like, if I say to him, do you want to come out? We have to go somewhere quiet, like, you know, the local pub. We can't go. If she says, like, we're going to a disco or something.
That's wrong. I don't agree with
nuts.
that. Look, no, I don't agree with it. Brian can't stand town. Brian will not go into town anyway.
Is
He's
that true,
always
Brian?
said he doesn't like town.
It's full of tarts, isn't it?
Can I come?
Why did I know it was going to be?
I have been to town.
You
with
have been to
Mandy
town?
a load of times, but...
OK, but what do you think about being called a caveman?
Well, it's all right.
Should carry one.
Suppose. I mean, I don't carry a truncheon or anything.
Who said you think it's all right being called a caveman? So you don't mind being called a
caveman? At school
caveman?
for climbing trees, but they can call me whatever they like.
So Lee, do you think if these guys got a weekend in Paris, away from everything, and it's just them, that they could, you know...
I reckon they get on like an house on fire, definitely. I
Really?
think that's what they need.
You think that's what they need?
Yeah, definitely.
And Paula, what do you think?
I think Brian needs to be more supportive in the emotional role rather than the physical role.
So can you do that? Do you think you can start doing that?
Fair enough, Mandy. I mean, we had 2 miscarriages, but it hurts me as well. You know,
So have you ever talked about that?
Exactly, I don't show it because I don't show it.
The other night, he turned around and he said to me, that was 3 months ago, you should be over that by now.
But is it a case of having to discuss what's going on with both of you?
Physically.
She's not there to discuss it half the times.
Hang on, what do you...
so...
But that's no communication with you two then.
But
if she's round somebody else's, bearing her
But
problems
when you say, I'm only going to be half hour, and you end up 4 hours, that's not my fault, is it? There's a clock in people's kitchens, people's living rooms. You can tell the blooming time.
So it's about...
She's always wearing night wipes as well.
OK,
Yeah,
so...
Oh, she says she goes for half hour. She's wearing there for about 5 hours.
But then is it a matter of talking about what you expect? Is it about talking about expectations? You know, a conversation might go, oh, I'm going around over to my mate.
But we've sat down and talked about it. I've said, you're spending too much time around there.
But what's another way you could say?
Is she going
how can you say it in a way that shows somebody you need them or you would like them to be with you? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but it doesn't work like that. I mean, if I say, you know, what's going on? You're spending too much time. We don't... I mean, she moans when we don't have time together.
Yeah.
And when we have got the time together, she'd rather spend it with her mate. So, I mean, I'm in a no-win situation.
I wouldn't rather spend it with my friends.
But you don't
It's probably
come back when you
because
say.
I find my friends maybe more, you know, willing to listen.
Well, maybe I would if you took
But
the
you
time
don't.
out to...
If I've tried to talk to you in the past, and you know, your attitude is, well, oh, come on, man, it's not that bad. Come on, you know.
So you guys need to get things back on track by...
Yeah, but talk to me at 3:30 in the morning. It's a bit much, isn't it? If you've got to be up at 5 o'clock to go to work.
I've got to say, I've been guilty of that.
You know,
The blinding flash of genius comes to you at 2 a.m.
No one here can say, oh, yeah, we're going to sit up and talk for a few hours.
No, but then if you work in a job that's all shift work,
which it is,
it's going to be hard to talk about things. And then if you phone me from work, and I'll tell, you know, I'll say, oh, Brian, you know, such and such, something's bothering me. Oh, we'll talk about it later, but then later it's...
So you guys have got to make time. Well, this is what we were saying before. We're talking about having some romance, introducing some more romance into the relationship. As I said, we're offering, you know, to send you guys to Paris. Well, part of what you can do is add some romance, but actually sit down and talk without any distractions. She won't have her mates to go over to because it'll take her a plane ride to see them. You know, so you're
There's
both...
always a phone.
There's always the phone. Say,
oh,
here's a trick. Unless hotels don't like it, but you just pull out the little plug. Well, you agree. You agree this weekend is for us. Yeah. I'm sorry. If we're going to send you all the way to Paris, we want you to sit down and talk and have some romance. You're not allowed to go there and phone up girlfriends, mates, or anything. So there. Okay? All right. Well, look, that's it for now, but stay tuned for this. What's happening, Debbie?
Trisha, my friend Mark thinks he's a complete stud, but I've got news for him.
And that is coming up next. Don't miss it.
New hits hits 99. It's new and it's jam-packed with hits. 42 smashes. Massive #1s from Boyzone, Robbie Williams, Fatboy Slim, and the latest from Bewitched. New hits 99 with the Corrs, Steps, and Whitney Houston. The massive #1 from Blondie. It's got to be new hits 99.
What is that?
Nothing.
Oh, look. One for you, one for me.
Pardon?
Jacobs, cracking whatever you put on them.
Soft bristles that are kind to kids' gums and a perfectly flexible neck. The new Aquafresh Perflex. Whichever way you look at it, it's a pussycat.
New Aquafresh Active with Actizan is different from all our other toothpastes. It works in 3 highly active ways. It fights 99% of harmful types of bacteria. It helps reduce plaque by up to 50%. And it makes gums up to 25% healthier than before. New Aquafresh Active. Active against bacteria, active against plaque, active to keep gums healthy.
Hello. I buy cotton for Olivia because it's soft, it's natural, it breathes. In the summer it's cool, in the winter it's warm. I never thought I'd get a nappy like cotton.
Introducing new Pampers Premium's Cotton-like. Soft, breathable and comfortable for baby like cotton.
It feels like her clothes. We've got the best of both worlds, the dryness and the softness put together. Head to toe, she's in cotton. When she's comfortable, the personality's completely different. She'll move a lot more. You can't imagine a 9-month baby to be able to say, I'm not wearing that. But she does. She's just like her mum, she's stubborn.
New Pampers Premium's Cotton-like. The comfort of cotton, the dryness of Pampers.
I was getting married. I didn't want to be a fat bride.
So I lost weight on the Slim Fast plan.
I've kept it off for 3 years. And I still fit into my wedding dress. I feel on top of the world.
The Slim Fast plan is easy. It's delicious, it's healthy, and if I watch what I eat, the weight stays off.
23 essential vitamins and minerals, protein, fibre, all the nutrition of a well-balanced meal.
I feel wonderful.
Slim Fast. Lose weight, feel great.
I did it. You can do it.
Cart Door Strawberry Ice Cream. Real strawberry pieces in real strawberry ice cream. Leaves only one thing on your mind. Where's a good hiding place?
Earlier, our designers spiced up this 17th century home with a fab new makeover. Oh, hope the owners like it. You can look now. Ta-da! What do you think?
How dare you! Our beautiful home! Fish!
Hey, don't get heavy. Lighten up, everyone, with new Toffee Crisp Plasters. The light, crispy chocolate bites. Best not show them the bedroom.
Hi, you're back with Trisha. Now, if your loved ones are always trying to tell you what to do and you hate it, or if you think someone needs you on their case all the time, then call me now. Here's the number, 0891 11 11 64. That's 0891 11 11 64. OK, how's this for a chat-up line? Look me in the eyes and tell me you don't fancy me. Well, come on, would you fall for it? Would you fall for it? Let's meet a woman who should know. Come on in, Debbie. Debbie, this is a real chat-up line that's used. OK, so this mate of yours, Mark, what other, what can I say, techniques does he use?
Loads, innit? Anything that comes into his head. As soon as it comes into his head, he'll use it.
OK, well, we heard about Simon before. Is he sort of along the same lines as
No, he's worse than him. He's all right.
He is terrible.
Worse than him?
Yeah.
Worse than him in what way? How could
He slept with more women than what he has.
He's older
Is he
than me, eh?
older?
He's older.
Yeah, he's 23.
He's 23. OK. So what do you want to say to him today?
What do I want to say?
What do you mean?
He's a sexist pig and he needs to get a life and get some respect for himself.
Right, well, this is so... I've got to say, I guess there's nothing else to say, but come on in, Mark. You go to bed with me? So, Mark, I mean, we've heard a very short, sharp, swift description of you. Are you worse than Simon?
A little bit older, a bit wiser, but...
What do you mean by a bit wiser?
Life. Life's not a rerun. You've got one go at it. So if you want something...
Catch what we can, yeah?
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Maybe.
So how are you wiser? You said old and wiser.
At first I used to use chat lines, feed out all the rubbish, and used to try chatting girls up this way.
Yeah.
But over a length of time, you start to get a technique and the beds get better throughout the girls. Plus, you realise the girls themselves, they don't want to hear chat lines. They want someone to talk to, so we listen.
Right.
And that's the way I take it.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? In a relationship?
34.
But in a relationship?
It all depends. If you meet a girl, yeah, most of them, they're nice at first, and they start to don't get your mates and son. She has to be a really good friend as well. If she's that, that's no problem. But apart from that, if she wants to go out clubbing, go out, there's a door, enjoy yourself.
Right.
If I want to go out with the mates, with me boys, yeah, anything else, then I'll go out with them and sort myself out. Just go and see what I want to do.
So that would be a good relationship for you?
That would be a great open relationship, but I'll go home to her. But if she like...
But you might go with other girls as well?
Might.
Yeah, you will.
You don't know what happens, do you?
Yes, yes.
Generally blokes that go with, or women as well, that go with one person after the other, after the other, after the other, generally on the inside are really unhappy and they're just craving affection.
Is that true?
Yeah. Do you feel that with every extra partner you get, that's a little bit more acceptance you get from the world?
At first, it was a bet for £1, yeah. I betted a friend of mine from Norwich that I could sleep with more girls than him, and he beat me by 1. So, it was 47 up the beat, I've done 46, and ever since I kept count. But it's not affection, it's just get the technique right, and I've done it. I'm the bee's knees.
Every hour's a go. You make it sound like poor, you know, or you know, yes. You're a guy, stand up, talk for men.
Yeah, you say you like making love with all these women, but you do it once and then you leave them.
But is it making love? Is it making love?
But, you know, you're not feeling for them when you're having sex with these relationships with these women, are you?
Close your eyes, have a great imagination, and you can feel anything you like.
Well, exactly. Well, I mean, you go out on a Saturday night and you'll meet this girl and you'll take her home and you'll have sex with her. What is that fantasy that you get out of that?
You might ring her.
Everyone has one night stands.
What's your enjoyment? What do you get out of it?
Everyone has one night stands. Yeah, you had a one night stand.
Exactly, but what do you get out of it?
So what do you get out of a one night stand?
I don't have one night stands.
Oh, he's a liar.
You've never had a one night stand.
Why do you, no, listen, why do you think, I mean, when he said that, I mean, let me just ask Stanley, I'm sorry, I'm going to embarrass you just a little bit. Now, when he said he doesn't have one night stands, girls, what do you think? Ah, or ooh, or what is it? What's the reaction? Nice? Let me try this guy. No, seriously, if he's straight with us and he's saying he doesn't have one night stands, seriously, how do you react when you hear from guys who say they don't have one night stands? And how do you react when you hear about guys going from woman to woman to woman, notching up points on the bedpost or whatever? So how come, and I'd take a guess, the majority of women find guys who say they don't go for one night stands more attractive than you guys? Doesn't that bother you?
It might not be attraction, it's all the commitment, the stability in the relationship.
Can I just say one thing? Okay, I don't come from this country, right?
Yeah.
The first thing that shocked me was the fact that I saw so many young girls walking around with prams.
Yeah.
And the worst thing was that they were all single, all right?
Yeah.
Single mothers, and
it's tough,
they're all 16, 17, so it's obviously not just the blokes who are the ones doing the sex, because you know, they can't just get pregnant by getting a kiss or something like that.
Okay, okay.
It's the women's choice at the end of the day.
The women are also to blame.
All right, no, I take your point. It takes two to tango, and that's one thing that we say, and we say time and time again. I mean, if you're seriously watching this and you think that this behaviour is glamorous, I mean, you need to think again. As we say, STDs, we're talking about relationships, and we're talking about messing up your future life, because this stuff comes back to haunt you. Sad, but true. It comes back to haunt you every single time. Every single time, yes.
I'd just like to ask you, I mean, are you scared of commitment or what? Or do you think that you can go through your life treating women like doormats?
No,
are you scared of
when
commitment?
you find someone you love, you're going to try and have that commitment. At the moment, I don't want commitment.
But what about Mark? What about Mark? Are you scared of commitment because you're 22?
I'm scared of getting old.
He's scared.
You're going to get old,
It's, I think the age thing now, I'm almost 24 and so on, and before long I'll be 30, we'll have a partner on my arm, but I don't want to go ahead and just grab the first girl. OK, then I'm getting a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah.
I'll just carry on waiting. If it never happens, it never happens.
OK, but what about respecting...
You'll be dead.
That's all right, I only died once.
But Mark, we asked you before, I don't think we got an answer. Are you scared of commitment?
No, I like the film.
You like being in love?
I like the film.
You like the film?
Commitment. It's like everything's a commitment. A job's a commitment. A baby's a commitment.
Yeah,
I've already
but
got
are
commitment. I don't want no extra. I'm
are
happy
you
with the way
scared
I am.
of a relationship? Being committed in a relationship?
No, I'm not scared, no.
You're not scared of it? OK, yes.
Right, you said that you may be...
It's me again. You're a strong woman, be strong.
Right, you said you were older and wiser as the first boy that I've forgotten your name.
Simon.
Simon. But as far as I can see, you came in, I'm sorry, I don't know you, but you haven't even been in half an hour, and as far as I can see, you may be older than him, but you are not wiser. In fact, you are less wiser than him, and you will always be unless you grow up.
Well, look, we've talked through a whole range of different things. Well, two stories that are fairly similar. And in the middle, you've got another situation where you are going to discover something that these guys may never discover, which is true romance.
That's right. We love each other to bits. We're hopefully getting married in the year 2000, so...
Yeah?
It's not a case of... You know, there's little things, but we can get round it.
But you've got the love and you've got the commitment and you've got the romance.
We love each other to bits. I mean, we've got no qualms. I mean, we're not like super studs, but...
Go ahead and flaunt it.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you may be experiencing, you probably are experiencing through experience, experiencing commitment, love and romance, things that these guys will never, ever experience.
But we're experiencing stuff.
That's their problem.
Maybe we don't want
that's their loss in my
That's their
books.
loss. You say that's their loss.
Well, yeah.
OK, guys, well, look, to both of the guys, I wish you the best of luck. And I guess it's true what some of our audience members have said. It's about women respecting themselves as well. And I guess if more women respected themselves, then you guys would be out of a job.
Maybe.
Absolutely you would, 100%, wouldn't they? Yeah. That's the word. That's it for now. But don't go away because this morning's next. Thanks for watching.
Good morning. If you can get down to the South Bank now and you can do this with an orange...
You'll be part of this morning's world record orange passing marathon and end up in the Guinness Book of Records.
After the break.
After the break.
I wish my mum was more like other mums. One who drove a car without ears. I'm the only boy in Britain who never wants to leave school. Oh well, you can't have everything.
Unlike baby monitors that rely on sound alone, our new In Touch monitor actually senses every movement your baby makes too. The new In Touch monitor from Johnson & Johnson.
Now we join Richard and Karen for This Morning. You're watching Central ITV.
Hello, good morning to you. Good morning. Now, all I can say is this is going to be a programme full of light and shade. We're going to start with the light.
This morning is up for getting into the Guinness Book of Records today, and we're going to be telling you how in a second.
Because it was this lot that made us feel very competitive. The Breitling Orbiters, Jones and Pickard, first men around the world dangling underneath a balloon.
Jeff Allett, the cricketer who broke the world record this month for the longest innings without scoring. What a top loser.
Andy Green, first man in the world to drive a car faster than sound.
But now, something so dangerous, you may well have to leave the room.
Something that pushes current technology to its very limits.
An attempt on a record that only the extremely brave would even contemplate.
Passing the
orange under the chin.
Now, Homer. Woohoo! That's better. Anyway, out onto the riverbank with Claudia and the first of our volunteers to arrive, and thanks to all the radio stations, especially Virgin, who've been pumping out the appeals for help for us. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, here I am on the South Bank. We've got adjudicators Sam King and Peter Moore, Richard Alford, Paul Hendy. Are you ready? Give it a go.
I feel like I've been in training for this all my life.
OK, off you go. Now, the rules are you cannot use your hands. They have to be passed under the chin.
Nice to meet you, Rich.
Yeah, keep going,
thanks.
keep going. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to have hundreds of people. No tongues. Keep going. OK, one under the chin. OK. We're just practicing.
Yeah, go on. No, this is good. Go on.
Go on. Off you go. Off you go.
It looks very rude.
Very good.
It's difficult, isn't it? Presumably
it's really hard.
You've got to do it without dropping it.
You've got to do it without dropping it. You've got to do it without using your hand. Oh, yes, they're good.
They're going well
good.
now. And there's no time limit.
OK, well done.
This
That was
could get
brilliant. How
kinky.
does it feel? Great. OK, here we go. More.
This is a good party game. We like this.
Yeah, this is a good segment.
This is a great party game. Here we go.
They're doing really well.
Stop, you're doing too well. Stop. All right, Claudia.
Yes?
We'll come back to you later, all right?
OK, we're going to practice.
OK, you keep practicing.
Keep practicing
More,
there.
more.
But we still need more people, so if you know a thing or two about chins, oranges and passes, then and you can get down here to the South Bank. The nearest tube is Waterloo, and we're between Waterloo Bridge, which is that way, and Blackfriars, which is that way, so right in the middle. So hurry, and we'll see you very soon. And later on, we'll also be seeing Dr. Chris and Mike the surgeon. It's an open surgery today, so you can ask them anything about your health or your operation.
Speaking of which, we'll be talking to poor Anita Froggatt. They told her she had breast cancer, and they chopped the breast off, but they muddled her up with somebody else. She was perfectly healthy all along. Her terrible story next. Said it was light and shade, and here's the rest. Julian Clare is in live.
Talking about Mr. and Mrs., and he's going to be here with his very glamorous assistant, Stacey Young, at 11:05.
And our clothes from the supermarket, really stylish and chic. We put all the major supermarkets to the test, 11:20.
Got day 2 of our visit to Andrea Bocelli's Tuscan home, find out why he's Celine Dion and Bill Clinton's favourite opera star at 11:30.
And she's had 3 singles and a platinum album, and she's just 16. Billy's here live, talking and singing, 12:10. But first with us this morning is Anita Froggatt, and her husband Paul. As we just said, as I'm sure you know from the television news and the papers this week, Anita was told that she had breast cancer, and she didn't. And they didn't pinpoint the mistake until they'd actually removed the right breast, which I repeat, was perfectly healthy. I mean, both breasts perfectly healthy.
Yeah, they were.
So let's track this back. You discovered a lump, did you?
Yep, just before Christmas.
In the right breast?
Yep.
Was it a big lump?
No, just a small lump. But I know it shouldn't be there. No, a hard one.
A hard lump. Did any pain with it at all?
No, not much.
Did you feel it as well?
Yes, she asked me to feel it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was nothing really, and you know, you don't think out bad.
No, but you have to do something about it, don't you?
You have to do something about it.
So you went along to the doctor, and
Yeah.
what kind of tests did they do?
And they sent me straight to the hospital within a fortnight.
Right.
And I had a biopsy. Then I went the following week and had a second biopsy in the scan, which showed nothing.
So they were all completely clear?
Yeah, so I thought it was OK. And they sent for me the week after for the results of everything. They said, well, I thought they were going to tell me that everything was fine. And that's when they said it was cancerous.
Malignant?
Yeah, I just couldn't
And they
believe
got
it.
that from the biopsy, they said, did they? The biopsy, we should explain, is when they
no,
when they took
I had the
small
lump
away.
took out.
Oh, so they took the lump out, then they decided to remove that.
Yeah.
So they took the lump away that they'd taken out, which we now know was a benign thing.
Yeah.
It was nothing to do with cancer.
No.
They tested it, and it's, in some way, they got the results muddled with somebody else.
Yeah.
It wasn't a misreading, it was a cross error. They mixed it up with another person.
Right.
So when you were called back, having up to then got nothing but good news, yeah? And they said to you, actually, it's malignant.
Yeah, they said it is.
Did you have any
cancerous.
doubts about it? Did you doubt them?
Yeah. There were that many questions I wanted to ask, but I didn't ask.
Why?
Because I thought, well, it's the doctors, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, you don't expect them to get it wrong like that, do you?
Surely if they told me I got cancer, I got cancer.
Because everything, as you just said, very, very sort of concisely there, everything leading up to that final wrong diagnosis pointed to a clear way, that everything was going to be fine. So suddenly they've all gone back to front.
Yeah, but
Did
I
you
just
think
took their
then,
word.
hang on, this doesn't quite add up?
You're just thinking, yeah, you trust the doctors. That's it. Their words, final.
And the other thing is, you must have just been completely traumatised being told that news. I'm sure you know.
It's been awful.
You weren't thinking straight anyway at that point.
No, it's been awful.
So what options did, having had the lumpectomy, having had the lump taken out, and then being told wrongly that it was malignant, any other options other than having the breast taken away?
They told me I could have a part of my breast took away, or a full mastectomy. That was my choice. But I asked if it meant if I had a mastectomy, would it get rid of all the cancer, and is there a better chance of it saving my life? And they said, yeah.
Fine.
So I made that decision myself.
You took that yourself.
And you didn't have to agonise about that. That was a clear cut. You know, life comes above.
And then within a week, I'd gone through with it, and there was nothing I could do.
So a week later, you had the operation. Did you recover from that okay? Did it go okay?
Yeah, it went as well as it could.
But what was it like after the operation when you
It was awful.
came round?
I couldn't believe it. I just kept thinking, what have I done?
Hang on, is this before you knew that they'd made a mistake?
No, yeah, this was before.
This was just after, straight after the operation.
It was
You
just
came
traumatic in
round
itself,
again.
Yeah, I just thought, what have I done?
Okay.
Because the realisation must have just sunk in at that point.
It was
what
awful.
happened.
When did they tell you that they'd screwed it up?
2 weeks later.
Were you still in hospital or had you gone home by
No,
then?
I'd gone home.
And how did they tell you? What happened?
I went back to the hospital because I've had a lot of trouble with my arm where they've took my glands out.
Oh, underneath the arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was 4 of them there, so I knew there was something wrong. I thought, they're going to tell me it's all spread, it's come back. And it just said, we're very sorry, but you've never had cancer.
Who said that to you, the guy who did the operation?
Yeah, the surgeon.
Oh, dear.
And I couldn't understand it.
No, because it's just...
I said, I asked you why I got cancer, and I'm asking you why again. What you're telling me?
Yeah.
Just couldn't believe it.
Were they genuinely very apologetic?
Yeah.
Because I'm told when terrible mistakes like this happen, that can make a bit of a difference. If they hold their hands up and say, we are so sorry, we've made a terrible mistake.
I was so upset, but I still felt for the surgeon.
Did you?
Because it weren't his fault.
Whereas
he thought he was saving my life by doing this.
But the appalling thing in all of this is the same pathologist made the same mistake last year with another woman. So you'd think that, well, A, that they wouldn't be working, and B, that it would have been completely checked.
If that had been
double-checked.
sorted out last year, this wouldn't have happened to me.
What's happened to that pathologist now?
I'm not sure.
They've not told you?
I don't know if it's...
We think it's been
suspended
on full pay.
Full pay.
Well, we know there's an investigation going on at the
Yeah.
moment. And we can't speculate on what might happen to him because that is a disciplinary matter. But will you be... obviously, you'll be getting compensation. Will you need to push for compensation, or have they made it clear that because they have held their hands up to it, that won't be a big
I
argument?
haven't asked about that because the money doesn't matter.
No.
It's not going to make it.
That money, all that is going to be to me as a reminder of what I've been through.
Will you have reconstructive surgery?
Yeah,
You will?
definitely.
And you're going to have that sort of as
I
soon
need
as
that
you
as
can.
soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, let's get Mike, our surgeon, and Dr. Christen as well. I mean, you know, it's an imperfect world. Sit there, Mike. Actually, you can sit between us. Do a little ballet dancer. It's an imperfect world, and these things occasionally, tragically happen. But it's, as Karen pointed out, it's the second time, you know, with the same person, the same organisation. I mean, that's really worrying.
It's very tragic what's happened. I mean, it would appear, I don't think all the facts are out, that a mistake has been made in the laboratory. And with the way that breast surgery has been under the microscope, and breast cancer surgery has been under the microscope recently, I have to really stress that this is phenomenally rare. It's very tragic that it's happened, but it's phenomenally rare. Every hospital now, certainly in my hospital, have multidisciplinary meetings where pathologists, surgeons, oncologists, cancer doctors, all get together to discuss the results of certain cases so that tragic things like this happen, well, never.
So normally it'd be checked and double-checked, particularly if all the tests have been negative beforehand.
It's difficult to speculate on a single case, but the situation is, to clarify it is, Anita had 2 needle tests which suggested this was a benign lump. But then, because it was a discrete lump, she was offered the chance of having it out for peace of mind.
You often do that operation, don't you?
Yes,
A lot of women ask for that
for peace
operation,
of mind. Ladies ask for that quite often. Then when the lump came out, the surgeon was expecting... I know the surgeon, he's a fabulous surgeon, and he took the lump out in good faith, he went to the lab, and it came back saying, this is cancer. Now, he's then put in a situation to offer Anita the best that he can, thinking that this is cancer. And again, he talked about the options to her, lumpectomy or wider lumpectomy or a mastectomy, and other treatment because she's so young, all in good faith. And all his treatment, I feel terribly sorry for Anita. I actually feel sorry for the surgeon as well, who's got to live with this, what he's done to you.
And yet it's not his fault. It wasn't him
Not
that made
at all.
diagnosis.
But all I can say is that the chances of it happening are so phenomenally small.
Mike, without commenting on this case,
yes,
if you were to take out a benign lump, would you recognise it, generally speaking? Obviously, it must go for these tests, but would you, because of your experience, think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's benign? Or would you not know? Is it impossible to tell?
Well, do you know what we normally do is that sometimes you look at them and go, oh, that's a cancer. But other times you look at them and think, oh, I don't know. And we cut them open, and sometimes the way they feel when you cut them, they say as if it feels like an unripe or a too ripe pear, gritty, it might be a cancer. But the days are gone of us speculating.
It goes to the lab.
You know, we trust the lab too. They are our arbiters, if you like, and we send that, our trust is ultimate in them.
Finally, the question of a face-to-face verbal apology to begin with, and everything that follows after that with the reconstructive surgery, that is so important, isn't it? Because so many people, doctors, hide behind, you know, the bureaucracy down there. You never see them. I can't tell you how many people have sat on that sofa and said, if I just had an apology, it would have helped.
Yeah.
So at least you... I mean, that is no compensation, but it is at least decent behaviour, isn't it?
The one thing what made me mad, I asked the pathologist what they're giving the explanation from the hospital. And I asked him how many people look at these slabs. And he says one.
That's it.
That beggars belief. With a life-threatening disease, you've got to have more than one opinion.
Yeah, and especially when you consider breast lumps, you know, 90% of breast lumps are not cancerous. So therefore, the ones that are going to be labelled as cancerous, you think they'd be double-checked and treble-checked.
Well, you think they'd take a couple of samples and examine both of those, rather than just relying on one?
Well, a couple of slides would have been looked at.
Would they?
Yes, it wouldn't have been just one slide.
Well, look, I hope you get all the compensation you obviously deserve, and that once you've had the reconstructive surgery, which a lot of women swear by, you know.
No, I just can't wait.
Yeah,
I know, I bet you just want to get that now and just...
And ladies should keep going to their doctors with breast lumps, though. Don't let this sort of story put them off. It's essential, isn't it?
But you've got all our sympathy, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Rotten thing to happen.
Oh, it's just appalling. Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Chris and Mike are going to be staying to take your phone calls in today's phone-in on any worries that you might have about your health. There's the number to ring, 0171 401 7777.
It's about anything, isn't it?
Anything at all. Any operations, any medical matters, you can just ring them. We're going to take a break now, but coming up, your chance to win a holiday to Barbados and our world record orange passing attempt. We'll see you then.
A special offer from Carlton Video. Beatrix Potter's world of Peter Rabbit and Friends, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, Flopsy Bunnies, Jemima Puddle Duck, and all the other wonderful characters. Enchanting videos to collect. Buy any 3 videos for £15.
The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in the... This is the taxman. Why is he so popular? Because of Gift Aid 2000. Now, for every 100 quid that we give to overseas charities, the taxman here is going to give an extra 30 quid. That means 130 big ones can go towards relieving poverty and providing education in 80 of the world's poorest countries. By putting away £5 a month starting now, you could be helping millions. Call this number right now. Gift Aid 2000. We give, they give. I get an ice cream.
Carlo, look me in the eyes, Carlo.
Sad.
Respect me. Respect the family.
Asda prices are even lower with rollback. And right now we're rolling back the price of Easter.
Like freshly prepared joints.
Packs of 4 hot cross buns. Mountain of Easter eggs.
You could say we're obsessed with permanently low prices. And with rollback, they're even lower.
with the brilliant special edition of Talk On Corners, including the hits Dreams, So Young, and What Can I Do?
What can I do to make you love me?
And their stunning new single, Runaway.
I have run away.
The Corrs Talk On Corners special edition, out now.
Run away, yeah, yeah.
Here is the weather forecast! It's going to be totally tropical! Arrest us, officer! We've been drinking. That's why you call a grapefruit crush. So shake your tush. Why don't you want to shake your tush? Now stop it! Here is your resuscitation. Come on, save me! We bring some sunshine into this place. Whoa, what a fun day!
Here's a special offer.
Welcome back. We'll give you the question for the competition in just a second. But if you're having a party over Easter, here's how not to do it.
People, I want you to take a piece of paper, here you go, and write down your most embarrassing memory. Oh, and I do ask that when you're not using the markers, you put the caps back on them because they will dry out. Listen, you guys, I don't mean to be a pain about this, but I've noticed that some of you are just placing them on. You want to push the caps until you hear them click. Gunther, where are you going?
I was sort of thinking about maybe...
No, you can't go. No, this is fun. Come on, we're just getting started. Here's your marker.
So if you want to go, just go.
No, she'll yell at me again.
Well, look, if you want to have fun in your room, you need Johnny McCune. If you want games in the hall, it's McCune you've got to call. If partying's your thing, show him. McCune is your man. I'll have to do that last one again. If partying's your thing, then McCune is your man, because Johnny McCune, who used to be a researcher on this programme, and that's not why he's on, has written this book about party stunts, tricks and games, and with us to check out some of his ideas, got former Big Breakfast host Richard Orford, our own fashion expert Clary Turner, Paul Hendy from ITV's Don't Try This in the Bathroom, and Stacey Young, who presents Mr and Mrs with Julie and Clary. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Are you ready to be embarrassed?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for
Absolutely.
humiliation? And of course, we're doing our own. We're thinking of what we're going to do, the great big orange passing trick outside and get in the Guinness Book of Records. We're going to do it.
Party games are good, actually. They're good for breaking the ice, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, the book's got sort of different games throughout each meal, and there's an ice-breaking game at the top of each meal, and then through to more salacious games towards the end.
Excellent.
Well, I like that. OK, so you're going to show us how to do an egg trick.
One very good one, which sort of breaks the ice, and fingers crossed it'll work. But we'll get you going.
Yeah,
it's to get half a dozen eggs.
I'm just going to move out of the way.
Do you have the line?
On the tray?
Perfectly.
What are they on? Matchboxes?
They're on empty matchboxes, and then
Octagonalised.
half a dozen glasses underneath.
Go,
Right.
Johnny, go, Johnny.
3.
Not bad.
I can do better. Whoops. Now, do you hit it? Do you hit it in the middle?
This is your kind of thing, Richard.
In the middle or at the end?
In the middle.
What kind of thing, Richard? What?
This is your kind of
This is
thing,
my
isn't
thing.
it?
Do I have to use this or can I use my
It's
hand?
gonna
Do I
move
have
this
to
line
use
back.
Okay. How many did you get in?
3.
Thank you.
Oh, we like that. Yes, yes, yes.
Very good.
Okay, more party tricks. Each of
Cards,
these cards has a different game written on them, which we're going to play.
Pink.
Let's do this one first, yeah. The first game is the bondage game.
Bondage.
It worked for us. Switch the cards. You said we got salacious at the end of it.
We don't know each other, do we?
We will. Certainly will.
Stacey, you're about to.
Tie up.
Yeah.
Couples here.
This is all right, is it, for 10:40 in the morning?
It's fine for 10:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
It's a giddy up one, is it?
She just
Oh, yeah.
This takes me back.
Last night. So you link one arm to arm and then one across it.
Yeah, so
what
that
have they
you're
got to
loose.
do?
And then the idea is you've got 30 seconds to get out.
Right.
To get out?
Oh, please
To
don't
get-
have
to
to
get
free of each other?
To get free of each other.
Starting
Without-
from now.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, I like this game. It's not possible. It can't be done.
Here's one.
Did I say if Paul Young's watching, I do apologise.
What are you
Leg over.
That's it.
Get your leg over.
That's it.
No, the side.
You get your leg over.
No, go down.
You go down. No, you go over his head. Go over his head. Go over his head. And over his arm.
Yeah, you're doing well.
No, it's easy.
Come on. Where?
Down, up, over the top, over his head.
Oh, that's it. Yes, down.
Quick.
Oh, look, they've done it.
Yes.
No.
Right.
Yes, please. You are an incredible model.
No, we nearly had
It can be done.
Well, show us later. We haven't got time. Let's have another.
All right. Okay.
We're stuck like
Yeah,
this.
but how are we going to get out of this?
Right, now you've just got to stay tied up, I'm afraid.
In the green card. Credit card game.
Ah, now that, you need a luscious pair of lips and a bit of suction. Get someone else to give you their credit card.
Yeah.
What you need to do, the object of the game, is to pass the credit card as far as you can around the table by sucking. So you start off.
Yeah.
And you pass to the next person. So we start over there.
Oh, this is good.
Richard's on it.
I got a lot of lipstick on.
Time's hard or something, mate. Bonus card, 25% off. There, okay, we go then. Just
suck.
Yeah, suck and pass.
Clary, start sucking. Start sucking the next one. Start sucking the next one.
Yeah.
Stacey, start sucking. Johnny, start sucking.
Yes!
Yay!
Oh,
So, that was easy.
Okay, the next one. Let's look at this one.
Good photograph. They're rather good at this.
The Tappenny game.
The Tappenny game.
Tappenny game. What you have to do is, we need the two boys here.
Oh, right.
Okay. You have to clench a stack of 2p pieces.
Sure.
In your trousers.
Oh, no.
Between your buttocks, you mean?
Between your buttocks.
How many
buttocks.
2p pieces?
As many as you can fit.
Paul, do you want to take this one?
How many have we got here? One,
Get them
two,
into those
four.
glasses over there.
Right.
All right,
Eight.
mate. Off you go.
8 coins I've got.
Oh,
here.
this is
Away you go.
This is
This time. Here we go. Just a minute.
Close your eyes, ladies.
You ready?
Okay.
Go.
Go on. Oh.
Mind that tray.
Just a minute. Here we go.
No, that's your glass.
8 coins.
No, he's failed.
9 coins, man.
Okay.
Very elegant, isn't it?
Johnny, give me a hand on this, mate.
Go on,
Richard, just start chewing a toffee.
I know
Keep it
where.
up there. That's it.
I know how sooty feels
That's
now. Hold your horses, here we go.
Go on, Rich.
This is a
Go on.
Okay.
Good, looking good.
Don't cut your bum. Okay, easy. I hate to be in your
Do you
bar.
know the worrying thing is I put 8 coins and only 5 have come out? Which is a bit of a problem.
Oh,
It's over there.
this is good. Should we go to Claudia?
Yeah, that's what's happening over there.
Claudia, what's happening?
Okay, we're going to go. We're going to go for a big practice. Off you go. Take the orange. Remember, no hands. They're getting very good at this.
Very
We're
good. I
definitely
think we
going to
might do
break
this,
the
you know.
record. We're definitely going to do it. Come
Yeah.
on. Cheer them on. Woo!
Hands behind your back, hands behind your back.
Hands behind your back. Don't touch it. It's not allowed to touch
They're doing really well, aren't
Claudia,
they?
this isn't actually